Day 5, Tuesday. Hi. AI. Or is that E-ha? I. Whatever it be. Police headquarters, Tuesday, 3:14 a.m.
I took a look around your head, and I discovered something. Something about the new Cyclops serial killings. Apart from Ota, there are 4 victims. Shoko Nadami, Renju Okiura, Iris Sagan, and So Sejima. Who was responsible for these murders? Shoko was stabbed by Renju with an ice pick. Renju was strangled to death by Iris.
Why did Iris kill him? That's so weird.
So cut open Iris's body. But who shot So? It was you. In other words, all of these murders were committed by different people.
Quote unquote.
There wasn't just one killer. That's how it looks on the surface, anyway. But that's not the truth, is it?
Yep.
There's
it's
only
inhabitors.
one culprit. One person. And that person is...
Who is the new Cyclops killer? Yeah, it's you.
Yes. You. The person in front of me right now.
You're blaming the commander of Abyss for this?
No, not Boss.
Yeah,
the
it's
person
not Boss.
inside Boss's head.
Oh, fuck.
Can you at least try to make sense?
Alright, I'll explain. You know about the abandoned chemical plant in Kawasaki?
Oh, fuck. That's what this is about?
There's a prototype sync machine there. You use that device to swap around bodies one by one.
Oh, dang.
In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
Oh, dang, so it was what I was thinking.
I don't know where it started. But at some point, you got into Shoko's brain. Then, you got into Renju's. And got rid of Shoko's body. After Renju was Iris.
Why, though?
You strangled Renju using Iris. After that, into So. Who you used to kill Iris and Ota at the cult storage warehouse. Now, you're in Boss's body. Inside her head.
I see. If you know that much, then I have nothing left to hide. Yes, I am the culprit behind the new Cyclops serial killings. I guess you can call me the new Cyclops killer.
Yeah, but to why? Who was inside Iris during the interrogation?
That was me.
You imitate her well. From the way you talked and your body language, it was like the real Iris. Earlier, too, you almost had me fooled. Your imitation of Boss was perfect.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Let me define some terms first.
Oh,
A
dang.
person's memory and sense of self. Let's call that personality. It isn't quite the right word, but it'll suffice. Now, transferring that personality into someone else's brain, let's call that parasitism. The one transferring is the parasite, the one being transferred into is the host. Are you with me so far?
Oh, this
Moving
is so
on.
cool.
Even after
my
the
God.
personality exchange is complete, the host's memory isn't completely lost. About 1% remains in the brain. So, a parasite could use that 1% to imitate the language and behavior of the host.
Oh, damn.
That's how I knew about the warehouse and Sunfish Pocket, by the way. thanks to Renju and Iris's remaining memories.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it was me. Why are you making me repeat myself?
That means the Somnium I entered on Sunday.
That's right. It was me.
So that's how the thing... Yeah, how? How does he know about the original Cyclops killers? And something else was troubling me.
What's going on here?
Okay, so who the hell are you?
Saito. Saito Sajima.
So wait,
Congressman Sajima's son.
hold up. If this is Saito, and we thought number 89 was Saito, is Saito just a different person than number 89? It's very possible. And Saito's just been going from body to body. Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that what this is?
What?
I researched Saito thoroughly, but I cannot find any images of him on the internet. He is listed on the family register, but I cannot find any photographs.
Okay, then the details of each crime.
Before I do, there's something I want to hear from you. How did you know about the prototype sync machine? And not only that, you also seem to know what the sync machine is truly capable of.
Oh.
Why is that?
Oh.
Regaining your memories, are you? Human memory is fractal. If you retain even a single piece of it, it's possible to recreate the whole thing. Pieces of memories are like roots that grow into every corner of the brain, gradually, slowly, taking its time. I imagine the same thing is happening in your brain right now.
A fractal is a figure with self-similarity. Allow me to explain. See this? Whichever fragment you cut, you will see a similar shape. The whole is made up of its similar parts. This is called a fractal figure. Memories in the brain are similar. That is what he is explaining. He is claiming that from a few pieces, you can rebuild the memory.
Yeah, but like, how does Saito get a hold of this tech? I knew about the prototype from regaining my memory. Is that right? No, that's not it.
Parallel worlds exist.
Oh, that's from a different one.
Fine. I still have time.
Time?
You'll see. So, where do you want me to start?
It's just past midnight on Tuesday. Shoko was killed on Friday. If you think of that as day 1, today is day 5. What was Saito doing those days? I decided to ask him. Okay. Day 1 Friday then.
Like you guessed, my personality was in Shoko, Renju's ex-wife. That made calling Renju easy. I need to talk to you about something. He came over without question. I think it was around 4 p.m. I had him meet me at the chemical plant. I made Renju go to sleep. Synced, switched personalities, and then stabbed Shoko's discarded body with an ice pick. I took Shoko to Bloom Park by car, using the old abandoned subway line. Must have been around 8 p.m. by the time I was finished. I tied up Shoko to one of the merry-go-round horses.
Yeah, but why
After
did you
that,
do
I
this?
used Renju's phone to send a Nile message to Mizuki.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious.
Then, I just waited for Mizuki to arrive.
Okay. Then day 2.
Until next Saturday evening, my personality was inside Renju. My next target was Iris. I knew she would be suspicious if I asked her to come to Kawasaki, so I asked her to come to Sunfish Pocket first. I called her a little before 5 p.m., and she arrived just after 6. I greeted her, then convinced her to come with me. That's when Ota saw us. Anyway, I put her in the car, then headed to the chemical plant. On the way, I made her take a sleeping pill.
Why did you?
I knew she might run once she saw where we were going. It was around 7 p.m. when I got there, and I wasted no time switching bodies. After getting Iris's body, I used a rolled-up apron to strangle Renju to death. Then I put his body in an empty oil drum I'd prepared earlier. I put that in the trunk of the car, then headed to Sunfish Pocket. But then, something I didn't anticipate happened. Waiting for the signal in Akiba, someone knocked on the window of the car. It was Ota. He asked me something about being able to drive.
Literally, just like Ota ruined this mastermind's plans. Are you for real? Just, I don't know what to say. This neat boy, he's making it work.
He was surprised, to say the least. I didn't have time to waste on him. But I couldn't risk him finding the oil drum in the trunk. Plus, if word got around that Renji's car was spotted driving around Akiba, that would foil my plans. So I came up with a lie.
What were all your plans?
I told him that I didn't have a license, so he had to keep it a secret. That's what that thing referred to in Ota's Nile messages, by the way. And just like that, I managed to escape a bad situation and headed to Sunfish Pocket as planned. The rest went exactly as you already figured out.
I can't believe this. This is just... It's so much. It's so much of things. This is crazy.
Sunday morning, I had a recording or some such thing scheduled. Oh, I am, of course, referring to Iris. I didn't want to draw suspicion, so I decided to attend, as planned. I went to Lemniscate and performed my job. And when I left, I ran into you, Date.
Oof.
To be honest, I was a little surprised. Just the previous night, I was a parasite in the body of Renju. I didn't think Ota had seen me. So, of course, I didn't expect to see you there so soon. You were on to me, but there was nothing I could do about that. If I ran, it would only increase your suspicion. So I decided to play my role. The interrogation began around 8:20 p.m., is that right? Then you synced into my mind. But you didn't get what you were looking for, did you? As a result, you had no choice but to release me. I didn't want to go home right away. I knew there might be police waiting for me. That would make it difficult to sneak out at night. And that would put my plan in jeopardy.
Your plan?
So I asked you to take me to Marble. I tried to find an opportunity to run, but then another unexpected event occurred. I got a Nile message from Ota. I knew I could use him. So I told him I needed his help and to meet me at Marble.
Damn, using a sim to do your dirty deeds.
He did as I instructed him to do.
Not even an Ethan would do that.
After that, I got into the van with Ota. But because his presence was unnecessary, I asked him to stop at a convenience store to buy me something to drink. When he was gone, I took his car and drove to my parents' house where I used to live. Yes, the Sajima residence.
Where we saw Mayumi see that.
Of course, I knew I couldn't just walk up and ring the doorbell. Hello, Father, it's been a long time. I was also in Iris's body at the time. But I thought I could use that to my advantage. So I pushed on the intercom and sure enough, my dad invited me inside. I told him this. I want you to come with me. There's something I need to show you. He was quiet for a while, but eventually agreed and got into the van with me.
I can't believe So isn't that bad of a guy. That is just, it's so weird to me because he's a politician.
We arrived at the prototype sync machine around 11:50 p.m. By the time I was in the body of So Sajima, it was a new day.
Just this whole thing is just ridiculous, man. Okay, what if we continue?
This was yesterday, early Monday morning, past midnight. In my new body, I drugged Iris, put her in the van, and drove to a new location. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
You know they're gonna just straight up betray
arrived
me,
around
right?
1.
Like I'm gonna die after this or something.
A couple hours. Of course, when I say show, I mean dismembering Iris.
Like legit, why would you tell the person all your plans if not just to gloat?
Because of the temperature in the warehouse, it took longer than I expected to prepare, but... well, you saw it in the video. Of course, I didn't anticipate Ota would show up. What does that make it? 3 times that brat has showed up unexpectedly?
Oh damn, Ota's the X Factor. Ain't that the weird
annoyed me
bit?
to no end, and I took that out on him. Dressing him up in the polar bear was an impromptu plan on my part. I didn't mean to make you think he was the killer. I just wanted to throw a wrench into the investigation. Didn't matter if you found out or not. This all happened Monday morning. I left the warehouse around 3:30 a.m.
Okay, and then Monday?
There isn't much to talk about on Monday. Before noon, I used my old man's body to call this one Boss. You might not know this, but she and my father go back about 6 years.
What?
The two shared a terrible secret.
What?
Hinting at that was enough to get the boss to come running to me immediately.
Was that secret? Was that secret the one where we see Boss going into the Sagan residence? Was she a Yakuza member? If so, that's super hot. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's super hot.
I injected her with a sedative, then brought her body to the chemical plant. I synced with her, exchanged our bodies. And after blowing my father's brains out, I cut his body into pieces.
Damn. Talk about patricide, right?
I stuffed the meat into a vase I'd brought earlier, then drove back to my house.
Oh. Saito spoke with grace and no sign of remorse. I was trying to keep my anger from boiling over and kept asking him questions. Oh, jeez Louise. Alright, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom real quick. Not being that scared, but just like I gotta go, you know? So, in a bit. And we're back to the Saito show. Okay. Why did you take out the victim's eyes then?
You know all about the prototype sync machine, don't you? That should explain it.
What? I knew it. The prototype sync machine differed from the one at Ibis in a few key ways. The machine at Ibis is more sophisticated. Nano cables from the sync gear entered through the gap between the eyeball and socket. Then they traveled down the optic nerve canal to the brain. But the prototype psych machine isn't so advanced. To perform a sync, you need to remove the left eye. Manually. The subject and the syncer have to remove their eye from the socket. Ugh. Otherwise, the cables cannot enter the brain. Of course, even with the eyes removed, severing the connection to the brain isn't necessary. The extracted eyeball still has an optic nerve and blood vessel connected. Oh, because you could put it back in. This was, of course, this was actual vital information. It's supposed to be safe, side effects are rare. Unless the nerve or blood vessels are damaged somehow, replacing the eyeball isn't too difficult. Ugh.
Of course, I don't really care about eyes. I don't need them.
You don't need eyes?
All I cared about was exchanging bodies with the sync.
Why?
And for that, I needed to remove the left eye.
Why didn't you just put the eyes back when you were done?
That's obvious. Once I was finished transferring into a new body, the old one was of no concern to me.
Damn.
Why would I bother replacing the eye? I was just going to get rid of it anyway. Shoko's is in Renju.
What?
Renju's is in Iris. Iris's is in Dad.
Fuck?
Dad's is in Boss.
What, like you ate them?
Their stomachs, I mean.
You sick bastard.
The fuck?
Yes, I ate them.
Why are you eating
Immediately
them?
after exchanging personalities.
How horrible.
Okay.
Homicide is my hobby. I have a tenacity for it, what can I say? Of
Just
course,
straight up.
it was also necessary to make sure people kept their mouths shut. If I took over someone's body, they would know about my crimes. I couldn't risk them reporting me, so I killed them. It was also a matter of revenge. Against you.
Against
It's
me?
personal. That's why I chose people close to you as targets. Well, except for my father, of course.
That's just a freebie for them.
That was personal to me. But don't ask. It's embarrassing.
The revenge against me?
This series of murders was like a journey for me. You know, traveling through bodies to finally reach the end. That's the thing about traveling. We always wind up in the same place, don't you? Where do you think that is?
Your own body? Your home?
Home. A trip is only complete once you return home.
So that's our body. That's Saito's body. Our body is
Same goes
Saito's.
for me.
I
When
kind
I
of figured,
return
but
home, my travels will come to an end. So I'll be needing it back. My body.
What?
You stole my body. You took it from me 6 years ago. That's why I want revenge.
What are you talking about?
You have no idea what it was like inside my own head. I miss it. I miss my brain, Date. No matter how many people I killed, it never worked. I never felt happy. I feel miserable.
Ugh.
You mean?
Oh, it's just a little too.
He was born with a brain dysfunction. Due to damage to the posterior pituitary gland, he was unable to properly secrete oxytocin.
Oh god. Oh god. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is about talking about this stuff that really gets at me, but oh, it's here. Oh, I'm queasy as fuck. Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's right. My old body. How are you finding it, Date?
Yeah, this body is yours.
That's what I've been telling you!
But I don't have the same oxytocin deficiency you did.
That is because I regularly supplement it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I just didn't put it fully together. The dots were all there for me. I just didn't put it
You
together.
must have increased your dosage too much.
No, but the person who had this disorder was number 89, the original Cyclops killer.
No, we
That is
assumed
what I
that.
believed as well. But
That's
we
what we
must have
assumed.
misunderstood.
So number 89 is a person of justice.
Pewter did not specify who exactly was imprisoned. Only that one of the original culprits responsible was currently in prison.
That's strange. That would mean number 89 is the previous chairman, Rohan.
Are you for real?
Must be it. Rohan is a parasite inside number 89's brain. Pewter must have known that.
No way.
I was confused. I didn't understand any of it.
Let us determine the specifics using Saito as our starting point.
Okay.
Whose brain was he in before Boss?
Before boss is
Sosajima.
Yeah.
And before So?
Iris. And before that, Renju.
And then after Renju, it's
And
Shoko.
before that, Shoko.
But there has to be
And
someone before.
Shoko?
I was a parasite inside Rohan's brain 6 years ago until last year.
Oh, dang. Okay, so Rohan's the one with the brain fascination and the thing. But how did that all happen? The Kumakoras. Because they were part of the Kumakoras. And how, like, he was doing a thing with that. But how did the boy get inside Rohan's thing?
I'd lost most of my memories. I was a shell of a man. They housed me in a special hospital. But I still had those fragments of my mind left. Just as I explained earlier. From a single piece, you can recreate the whole. I took my time, slowly regaining my memories. 1 year ago, I remembered everything. I left the hospital and immediately sought out Shoko Nadami. I got her body, and she was in Rohan's. When she saw herself in the mirror, she lost her mind.
Oh, dang.
She was confused, panicking, running up the emergency staircase, and then...
Oh, she just straight up committed suicide.
That's why Rohan committed suicide.
After that, I spent a year perfecting my plan, using Shoko's body.
So that's why Shoko was a bad mother?
I spied on you all this time.
Holy fuck.
That's why I know everything about you.
Yeah, who were you before Rohan?
In there, in that body you are operating right now, in that skull, my personality lived there.
Wait, hold on. If what you're saying is true, what about my personality?
It was in Rohan.
I'm not Rohan!
Yeah, that's not... That
Correct.
cannot...
It is just as he explained earlier. Number 89 was in Rohan's body. In other words,
We're number 89?
That's... my real...
So number 89 is a real body. But how are we... So wait, is that Rohan in jail? And that whole entire justice thing was Rohan going that. So, we are Uncle. For sure. Right? Or did Rohan and Itomi get together?
Sorry, but time's up.
Time
I
up.
want my body back. It's quite simple. Sync with me and stay inside my mind for more than 6 minutes.
And if I refuse?
I know that you won't.
Why
I
won't
know it.
Huh?
Date, look! This is streaming live!
Oh, god damn. I think it'd be better to kill the killer, though, wouldn't it?
Damn you!
If you give me back my body, I will give you the location. Oh, and of course, it isn't the chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Iva, where's the source?
It is being routed through numerous IPs. I cannot identify the source.
Pewter, contact headquarters, now!
Got it!
Now, what will you do? Will you agree to my request?
Will you ally or betray? I'll do it, I won't do it. What if I won't do it?
Date, I'm hurt. Don't you care about what happens to her?
Won't do it.
Do you understand the gravity of this situation? A bomb is strapped to her body.
Won't do it.
You're too stubborn. Or maybe you're just cold-hearted.
I mean, I know you are.
You want to see what will happen when her flesh burns and tears and scatters? If you aren't quick, you'll see the whole thing. You know I'm not bluffing, don't you?
I didn't agree no matter how many times he demanded it of me. I refused again and again. This little explosion like that did not... It doesn't look as suffering, and when I saw it, I understood. Boss's body rolled into the corner of the room. I didn't want to think anymore. Anything, nothing. I closed my eyes and ran my palm across the face. I could taste blood. Bad end. Yeah, I kind of figured that was a bad end. Oh, we could do this.
To harass you.
Damn.
I wanted to bring out the hatred in you. That's why I called Mizuki to Bloom Park.
God, it's so mean.
That's why I streamed Iris's murder. Because they were important to you, weren't they? I wanted you to feel cornered, trapped. I wanted to punish you, Kaname Date.
Okay, why didn't the sink victims resist after waking?
Ah, the prototype sync machine has a special feature. It administers a strong dose of sedatives to the original body, and a stimulant to the host after a sync. That kept them docile.
Okay, so we got the last little bits here. And they're just explaining all other stuff that we already know about. And I kind of like, ugh. I don't know what it is about the queasiness about hearing chemical imbalances and whatnot, and just... I don't know. I keep thinking about my veins in my hands. It just, I can't. Revenge against me? Me? There we go. That's all that. This body is yours. I'm just thinking of Captain Planet up in here. But I gotta admit, they almost have me going with Boss Man the One. And Saito being a parasite and not just like number 89. Like, yeah, did not expect that. But how did Saito look like to begin with, I wonder? Okay. And the whole Rohan thing. Rohan. Just like that, whatever. I love when they're just twiddling their hands like that. It's great. It's so menacing. Come on. Get it together. Get it together. Now I finally understand what that one tweet was going on about. Because there's a tweet that I saw that said the real Cyclops killer was the friend along the way. I was like, what? How could that be?
Date!
See? I knew you wouldn't refuse. I know you well, don't I, Dante?
I guess. Police headquarters, Tuesday, 4:28 a.m. Was that them? New and improved. Oh, we got a new everything.
I did it. I'm back. I got it all back.
Hey, where's Hitomi?
All right. I'll tell you as promised. Boss's house. However, it might be too late by now.
What?
Oh god.
Why?
Return my body and I'll tell you the location. That's what I said.
That is what he said.
I didn't lie. I kept my promise.
Oh my god.
You bastard!
You're the one who injured that body. It's your own fault, really.
Damn it.
Be seeing you.
Cuter, are you not here? Got him. Oh, Iva. Get that bitch. Iva, our ace in the hole.
Date, are you alright?
Iva's voice barely resonated. My eyesight was hazy, a heap of broken images. A sweat was building on my palms. It felt like my throat was closing up, and I was struggling for breath. In my ears, the rushing blood of my heartbeat was the only sound.
Everyone's dead.
Shoku, Renju, Iris, Ota, Hitomi. Boss? The flesh remains. The mind is lost. What about Pewter? Pewter's still alive? You didn't give Pewter nothing?
I couldn't do anything. Saito had me right where he wanted me. Nothing. Nothing.
Parallel worlds exist.
The words suddenly echoed in my head. I couldn't remember who, or where, or why. But I thought that if there really was such a world, then me in that world. I is another.
Could I have had a better future?
I prayed that I could. I felt my consciousness sink into a black abyss. little Iba. We have to leave her behind. Damn. It's a straight up end. So, very clearly that Saito, like, legit is probably gonna die there or get locked up or something. Because goody-goodies don't kill people, which I always found really stupid, honestly. I generally do not like the trope of, like, hey, we're not gonna go kill people. And just like, nah, just do it, man. Like, for real. Some people deserve to die. Saito, serial killer. You know he killed multiple people? Kill him. That's it. That be it. It's just, it's very annoying. Like, it isn't that hard, y'all. It really is not that hard to just prevent extra deaths by just making sure that, like, if you've seen them kill more than one person, they should definitely die. Like, I've always had that idea and philosophy, and I totally agree that murder can be justified, in all honesty. I'm sure it's not like a full-on thing here, but just like legit, some people need to die. They just do. Rapists for one, especially serial rapists. There's no excuse in that. And it just, it's a whole lot of just like, I'm annoyed. I don't know what else to say. But I am trying to figure out here, what the heck is with this, we have different routes and whatnot, and like we're better off for it, or whatever the heck. That's what I'm not really getting right now. Like, how does this all tie into that? Like, I'm sure it could be like 999 or something like that, right? Or some jazz. Where it's just like, oh yeah, there is like a hidden subconscious where everybody's like around or whatever the heck. I don't know, man. This is definitely, I feel like, kind of the worst ending in all ways. Because, like, there isn't, like, a big old climax. And it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm Saito, I tricked you. Wahaha. I'm just like, okay. That's rude. Like, there was no, like, intentional showdown or nothing. No explosion with Iba or anything like that. I was hoping there'd be something like that, but nah, I guess the deactivation code just doesn't mean a thing. In all honesty, I thought for a second that because Iba's so advanced in technology and whatnot, perhaps she could see through other worlds and whatnot. And there definitely is this constant twist of, like a thunk-thunk, like you hear that thunk-thunk going, and that usually means, like, either you're getting information from the previous world, or worlds, as it were, timelines, or you remember this happening before. Like, it's very, like, hard to say which way or the other. But I'm glad they were able to keep the murderer just, like, a mystery for that long. Because I genuinely did not know till now. And I feel like anyone was like, yeah, it was pretty obvious. Like, no, it was not pretty obvious. You need to know certain factors and things in order to get that going. You could probably assess who killed who, but you don't know why the motive would happen, so it's confusing, you know?